The opening minutes reveal something unusual in family court. Conflict exists, but the battlefield has already shifted. Instead of fighting over who pays what, the discussion centers on a financial arrangement that has largely been accepted by both sides.
The consumer's energy, gas, cell phone, car, medical insurance, dental, water bill, house payment, I'm sorry, house rent.
And let me
Um,
just say, I did read both the motion and the response, and it
okay.
looks like there's some pretty significant agreements between
Yeah,
the
there
two.
really are.
So do you want, just for the record, to run through what those are based on what was
Yeah.
requested in the motion and what you've agreed to?
Yeah. Thank you, Your
That
Honor.
out of the way.
So they apparently agree to from what I gather, sole legal and physical custody of the minor children to my client seems to be, and then every other Wednesday at 4 to 7 p.m., Friday 6 until Sunday. We were going to refer the issues child support to front of the court, but my client really doesn't even want that to be paid. I think she had asked for some cash access, but when I added up, we've got about $3,100 in, you know what I mean, maintaining everything. Um, the she wa you know we're fine with her having possession of the residence at Brooklyn Avenue, exclusive possession, maintaining the status quo. We just ask that they deny their request for spousal support. She's has the ability to work. She's been working. Um, and that's basically where we're at. I mean, my client, I asked him, do you want a time frame for her to get out of the house? And he wants to make sure she's provided for, doesn't want to, force anything quicker. So he's been maintaining he just turned off the cash card. She's got to make her own money and pay her personal stuff, but he's paying all the major stuff, probably from what I can see, the budget about $3,169 a month in expenses related to the marital home. The only thing he hasn't taken care of is internet. I think are you taking care of internet? Yeah, he's taking care of internet and property taxes too, which I didn't have in that equation. So basically, all expenses, including all the insurances, cell phone, everything taken care of. There's just not a lot that she needs to do. There is a PPO. It says she's not supposed to approach the property. She hasn't requested a time to see the kids. And I said, we had requested in our motion that he be able to drop the kids off at her residence. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. I mean, that's the only modification I really asked is to modify it for parenting time so that he can, meet or drop the kids off, but there's been no contact.
Okay.
So, and when I called, she said I had representation, which if she does, I'm not, you know what I mean?
Right. Right. You're
I'm
not supposed to
stuck.
contact her directly.
Right. And after she said that, I said, well, give me the name of the attorney. So, but I just don't see, it seems as if she's okay with my client taking full control of the kids. I mean, that's in her pleadings.
Yeah.
I
I
guess,
think
yeah,
I'm all set. I think I'll just find, based on the parties' agreements and their pleadings, that the established custodial environment is with the defendant. I'll grant the defendant temporary sole legal and physical custody of the two children because, again, that appears to be an agreement based on the filings, the written filings. Um, I will, the custody paragraph, I guess it says until age 18. That needs to be until further order of the court instead of an age.
yeah, I'll put until further order of the court.
All right. The parenting time, the parenting time that was already indicated by Mr. Van Heuvel, that the exchange protocol be consistent with the PPO, no entry to the plaintiff's residence by the defendant. So um, I don't I don't know, Mr. Van Heuvel, what would your client prefer in terms of an exchange location?
Um,
Gee,
where would you like to go?
I mean, well, I'm not going to the house because I don't
Yeah.
want any problems. But The reason I this want to pick where I work at, she know where I work at, so she can come to the parking lot and I can
At the store.
at the store and she can pick them up and drop them off whatever she expected Friday to 4 o'clock because she have to go to school too. My daughter, I know it's summertime, she's not. The
So you're saying the parking lot where at your
At
employment?
the convenience
Yeah,
store.
Okay,
she know where
okay.
the store is, and the thing is that one thing, ma'am, is can she pick them up from the store on Fridays, maybe 4 o'clock, 5:30, 4 o'clock, 4:30, that's fine, no problem. And then what she can do is she said I need to keep the kids until Friday, Saturday, Sunday. She said that's 6 to 4:30 to 6. And I don't have a problem with it.
Okay,
And
So we're good on that. We've got that in the order. That's already
okay,
written up.
okay. And then we'll refer the child support issue to the front of the court because even if the father is waiving child support, we still need to find out what it would be in order to do that. Under the Michigan child support formula, I'll grant
Yep.
plaintiff exclusive use of the home on a temporary basis. Order the defendant to maintain the financial status quo as just has been described, including internet. Um, let's see.
The financial rulings reveal how judges often separate practical needs from unresolved disputes. The court has little interest in disrupting housing arrangements or essential expenses while litigation remains active.
And
she don't.
I will reserve the issue of spousal support to either mediation or trial or both. Um, and I think that's it.
Child support too? Or
Yeah, I'll explain. And okay, and then that, yeah, I think we're fine for the time being. Thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right, and you'll submit a judge or an order.
I attached one to the filing. It just needs a little tweak, I
Yes, if you
think.
would email
And
Ms.
I'll
Van
do that.
Mueller, a cleaned up one, then I can sign it electronically and get it back to you today, if you
Well,
get it.
that would be wonderful.
All
Which
right,
clerk am I sending it to?
Ms. Van
Tyler?
Mueller.
What? Van Noller? Okay.
Are, and they're both representing themselves. We are here on the plaintiff, Ms. Gonzalez's motion for a temporary order in this matter. And Ms. Gonzalez, I have read your motion. Is there anything else that you would like to say?
Um, yeah, I would also want to add in because I know for the when I did what I did put in was prior to, some of the reasons why I didn't want my kids around him and his family right now. But recently there was also an incident that happened that was also reported. And I think I do have the incident number where his mom that he does currently live with, and were driving around me at night after they must have followed me, been stalking me. They were driving around me in and out, swerving in and out of the street, in front of me, around me. Um, don't know. The biggest thing is like you don't know if I have my kids with me. So that's another thing. Like it's just a safety concern all the way around. You guys keep messing with me. They were driving all the up to almost coming up to my house with me, through water on my. So it's just been a lot through water on my truck. So it's just been a lot that's been going on with his family, and it's still continuing to where that is another reason why I do not feel like my kids are safe around them. If they go with their dad, they're going to be with his mom.
All right. And Mr. Gonzalez, I did not see that you filed any written response to the motion for a temporary order.
I didn't even know she filed a motion until I got a text saying, reminder it was a court date set.
Okay. Have you read that motion?
Uh, yeah, and I don't see how she feel that way when she's texting my family off numbers, literally bragging about the fight and bragging about her brother vandalizing my car and destroying my car.
Okay. We're here on a very limited issue today, which is she's filed for divorce,
Mm-hmm.
and the court has to make some decisions on a temporary basis as this divorce begins,
Mm-hmm.
mainly around the children. And so she's asking for sole physical custody and sole legal custody. What is your response to that?
I don't think that is right. I think I should be able to see my kids and have spend time with my kids also.
Okay, well, that's parenting time. That's different than custody. Um, who has been the primary parent in terms of um, making meals, giving baths, if they're in school, helping them with their homework, that sort of thing?
But it was kind of split. I'll take care of the kids when I get off work in the mornings until she get off work, and then she would take over then because I work third shift.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Yes, ma'am.
I have been the only one taking care of my kids. It's been almost 2 months. I have been alone. I have been doing this since my daughter has been first born. He has never washed my kids up, took them a bath, bonded with them, had any type of bonding time with my kids. Once I do leave,
All right, hold on. You can't both talk at the same time. And I
once
asked Gonzalez.
Okay, so once I do leave and go to work, and mind you, this was before April 12th, once I filed everything. Before that, I would leave to work. I work first shift, like you said, he works third. I would leave and he would leave my kids in the room, locked in the room. We have a camera in there, but he needs his sleep. So my kids were never a priority from the beginning, and I felt like I had to deal with that because, of course, I was the breadwinner. I had to go to work and make the money to pay the rent and to pay all the bills. So if he wants to say that he has physically been there, yes, the present. But when it comes to being able to really get up and take care of our kids, make meals day in and day out. I'm not saying he has never, but no, I can't agree to that. As well
Okay.
as he has told me in my face, and I wish he would text me and I could have screenshotted it. I can't. He basically was saying he cannot take care of my kids. It's me. I'm the mom. I have to do it.
All right,
I need
all right,
time.
all right. I'm just gonna stop you. Mr. Gonzalez is shaking his head. It's obvious we have a dispute here. The children are currently with you, Ms. Gonzalez?
Yes, Sharon.
And how long have they been with you? By
They've been by myself. It's been 2 months, almost 2 months.
All right. Well, on a temporary basis, I will grant the plaintiff sole physical custody. And when it comes to legal custody, I just want to make sure, ma'am, that you're understanding what you're asking for. It's very rare that the court grants sole legal custody. That has to do with making major decisions, like God forbid something should happen to one of the kids, and a decision has to be made about a surgery or something really important like that. Then if you have joint custody, you have to consult with the other parent and agree on, for example, whether the surgery is going to happen. And then if you don't, you come to court and the court weighs in. So do you understand what that means and the distinction between
Yes.
legal and legal?
Yeah, so you're saying you're granting sole, but legal is basically I have to go a whole different route with that. Did I say that I wanted the legal custody as well?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
So that's why I wanted to make sure you understood, because people generally don't understand the difference.
Okay. I
Um,
didn't understand the difference.
Okay,
That's
all right. So then I will grant you joint legal custody. So that if, like, again, these are only major decisions, like, and this is a temporary order, it can be, it will probably will be changed, depending on what happens. But I will grant you joint legal custody. But it does sound like the established custodial environment has been with mother at least for the last 2 months.
Yeah.
All right.
The conversation evolves from custody into risk management. The judge identifies a key distinction that changes the entire discussion. The concern appears less focused on the father himself and more focused on the people surrounding him.
And Ms. Gonzalez, if I understand what you're saying, your concern is not with Mr. Gonzalez, but more with his family. Is that right?
I will also add with Mr. Gonzalez as well, their father, because it's not just the family. He's allowing the family to do this. You know what I'm saying? And I think I also put in there that this has been going on for almost a month.
Okay.
Being
All right.
being a father, you should definitely not be allowing stuff like this to happen. So,
All right. Well,
and
again, this is a temporary order, and I have no problem ordering that Mr. Gonzalez is to have parenting time, and that these children should not have contact with any of his family members until we get this worked out, so that he can have contact, but not the family members.
I appreciate that. And I have no problem with the parenting time.
Okay.
So now, what specifically would it be supervised? Since you did say they can't be around the family members, how would that all go?
No, I wouldn't order supervised. I would simply, at this point, order that they not have contact with his family members until this is all worked out, pending, frankly, I'm going to send it to the front of the court for investigation, pending the results of that investigation for the order of the court. If there's evidence that he is allowing those contacts with the family members, then we might move to supervised, but I would not do that immediately.
Okay.
And so what parenting time schedule are you thinking?
He does work third shift. Obviously, I would want him to be able to be up and have time with them. So I guess I just want to know what his
Okay.
availability and how he would
Okay.
want it.
Mr. Gonzalez,
Yes.
so what schedule would you like? And again, this is just going to be with you. You're not going to be able to have anybody else around.
I mean, that's fine. I don't even stay with my mother and them.
That's fine. So what schedule would you like for parenting
Can I
time?
just get them on my off days? I work 4 days and I'm 3 days off. 4 days on and 3 days off.
Okay. And is it always the same days?
Yes.
Okay. So what days would you have them?
That would be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay. Ms. Gonzalez?
Yes. I guess if he's stating also that he doesn't stay with his mom, then I don't know who he stays with. So now I'm kind of concerned with who my kids are. I don't know where you're staying at. So I think that is a concern for me. Overnights, I'm not really, I wouldn't be super fond of overnights, but definitely throughout the day and me picking them up at the end of the night or whatever, I'm fine with that.
What is your plan for childcare, Mr. Gonzalez? Because you said you
But
third
I
shift.
got space for them to sleep and I got food and all that.
No, I'm asking who's going to take care of them while you're working? Well, you be off. That's right.
I'll be off.
Yeah, that's
Off
fine.
days.
Okay, where are you currently residing?
I'm currently staying with my father.
Okay,
Your Honor,
Ms. Gonzalez.
his father stays right upstairs above the two people I have PPOs on, and I have been having these problems with.
Okay.
I
He
don't.
doesn't stay with them.
Okay,
They're in the same apartment complex.
all right.
And Your Honor,
That's an issue, Mr.
that-
Gonzalez.
huh?
That's a problem, at least on a temporary basis.
How?
Well, for one thing, she's got two PPOs against these other people that are in close proximity.
They don't come down. They don't come around.
Well,
Again, like I said, they threw stuff at they just literally could have caused a whole accident just this prior weekend with me. It's harassment. It's scary. Whatever you can do to me, you can do to my kids. I don't trust it. I just don't.
okay, all right.
They're not stopping.
Mr. Gonzalez, I need a proposal that gives you time with your kids, but isn't exposing them to these other people.
I don't even expose myself to these people. And the reason she got problems with those people has nothing to do with me. It's literally she's been going back and forth with them on her own and still continues to do so. So she's trying to say she fears for her life, but she's
Okay, in a way, it's a separate issue. But it also, again, these children are also protected, I believe, under the PPO.
And they're protected with me. I'm not going to allow my kids around them.
All right. Well, then I will grant parenting time, but I'm still not hearing. Okay. So what time to what time?
The proposed parenting schedule exposes a deeper problem than scheduling itself. Every answer creates new questions about where the children will be, who will be around them, and whether existing protective orders can realistically be respected.
I'm asking you, Mr. Gonzalez.
Thursday, whenever we can meet up and do a switch, and then I'll do the same on Sunday mornings.
Okay. So what time? Again, I just need a time.
From Thursday through Saturday?
A time of day. When are you going to exchange the kids?
I don't know what works for her schedule. I'm off the whole day Thursday, so like I said, whenever she's available.
All right, Ms. Gonzalez.
I'm not with the stay in the night.
Well,
I
you don't need to agree. I'm going to order it, and then we're gonna see how it goes. And it's Mr. Gonzalez is going to have to prove to you and to me that he's able to keep these children away from those people.
okay.
So, what time works for you for drop off or for meeting? And
you said she said Thursday to Sunday.
Sunday. Yep.
So we can do when I get off of work. So I work until 4:30 Thursday until Sunday morning. It doesn't even matter. I guess we can do like 8 o'clock, 8:30.
Okay. And where do you want to do the exchange? Okay. Where do you want to do the exchange?
I want to know where my kids are going. So wherever he's at, if he's saying he's at his dad's.
But she has PPO, so.
But I don't think it's a good idea to do the exchange there.
Yeah,
I just don't. Hold on, Mr. Gonzalez. I'm sorry, Mr. Gonzalez, where were you suggesting?
Anywhere in public. Like halfway.
I don't mind for down the street. I mean, I'm not, it doesn't, I just,
Okay.
I
Yep,
need to make sure that my kids are going.
Yep. And that's fair. Mr. Gonzalez, give me.
All right, then we can meet at the McDonald's on Michigan.
Yeah.
Which McDonald's on Michigan? Michigan
Just like close
by
to
the hospital?
Yeah, on Medical Mile.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're clear on which one. All right. And then it doesn't sound like, Mr. Gonzalez, do you have any objection to her having exclusive use of the marital home on Quaker Hill Drive?
No.
Okay. I think that covers it. And Ms. Gonzalez, since this is your motion, you need to submit a temporary order that lists all of the things that I just ordered for my signature. And we'll start the parenting time next week on Thursday.
Okay, sounds good. I do have a question.
Yes.
With parenting time for next week, Thursday, I do have a birthday. It is my birthday and I'm leaving. I do have a babysitter for them. I don't know if they're willing to do the exchange, but I'd really prefer my kids to be here while I'm gone until Monday. I would be leaving Friday to Monday, so I wouldn't even be able to do the exchange myself.
I guess you're going to have to work that out. I understand what you're saying, but I'm not going to delay it any longer. I'm already not starting it till next week. So,
okay, sounds good.
Okay. And as I said, Ms. Gonzalez, you can get, do you have a temporary order, a blank form from the Legal Assistance Center, or do you need to get that?
I need to get that.
Okay. All right. Well, try to get that before the end of the day. Fill it out, email it to Ms. Van Noller, who's the one that sent you the email with the Zoom information.
The final stretch shows the judge transitioning from fact finder to problem solver. After hearing competing concerns, the court reaches a practical conclusion. Parenting time will begin, and performance will determine what happens next. The mother clearly remains uncomfortable with overnights. The father clearly wants meaningful access. Neither gets exactly what they want. Instead, the court creates a temporary test. That test places pressure on the father to prove reliability while giving the mother an opportunity to see whether her concerns materialize. Even the exchange location becomes part of that strategy. Public locations reduce conflict, create neutrality, and eliminate unnecessary disputes about territory. The judge repeatedly refuses further delay, signaling that uncertainty itself can become harmful. By the end of the hearing, the court's message is unmistakable. Future arguments will carry far more weight if supported by results rather than predictions.